on me. Now I'm $8,000 blunts in my John P. We got the smoke and they blow no. We getting stoned and we pay. My trophy is a 14-karat rolling tray. Tours like Olympians, we swimming in the glory. Mention homie with the man. We got my memory like that. True story. The joint cheese top category. Champagne only for winners. 6-star, 5 stars only for dinners. All black cars fully loaded, minus the spinners.
Is my hair party good?
How many elections
Hey, can you pass this to the guard?
Of course.
Need a box for it?
Like, when they take it back out of man, it's motherfucking Tuesday. You know what it is, man.
You know what it is. Happy Valentine's Day. Cheers. We got them finally.
Yes.
Yeah, pass this first to the guard.
Bless up. Blessing. Yeah. We need a coño. Happy P. Mami me está llevando. Hola, mami. Happy P.
Good. Okay.
Someone write her mom. She automatically go to work.
You
gotta love her.
Mama love?
Yeah, you gotta love her.
Work, bro.
She's just like, I automatically go to work.
Yo, I went to my mom's crib 2 weeks ago at 5 in the morning. I never in the Bronx. Yo, Kendall, she's like, what you did?
Right.
What you did?
She was already on.
What you did? I'm like, did I just go to the club? I don't think she. Well, she's gonna let me in, but she wasn't gonna let me stay there for a little while. No, you gotta go.
Right. Sometimes I'll send her a text at the same time, just on love mode, like corny, like, oh, are you okay? I said I love you, but I love you too. Hey, Amy will love you too.
All right, we ready. So let's start. So how we doing? What we
We're gonna
doing?
start with this song.
They fade away like a dream, fade away like a dream, but the hook is still sharp and still with some
All right. Turn make sure your phone is turned up.
Blessed with the same when they leave you high and dry. It's that shit and the shame. All smoke and mirror.
I control it from here. I got you.
Aire prendido.
I didn't even peep the whole game.
Oh, shit. I didn't even see that.
That shit been cut.
He's in
Matt,
inside and
¿eso fue tu
outside.
teléfono? ¿Eso fue tu teléfono?
I told him.
Soy papá, güey. Because Matt be real popular between the hours of 9 to 11. Listen, between the hours of 9 to 11, you be real popular.
You know why? That's the time I'm a late person.
Estoy viva. That's what she's talking about.
Okay, it's down.
She gonna be able to
I got it.
as soon as possible, please. You put one period.
All right, you ready?
Let me know when you want me to do.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Victory lap, champagne only for winners. 6-star hatch, 5 stars only for dinners. All black cars fully loaded, minus the spinners. Top shelf jars full of gas, check the percentage. Victory lap, champagne only for winners. 6-star hatch, 5 stars only for dinners. All black cars fully loaded, minus the spinners. Top shelf jars full of gas, check the percentage. Eating at Italian spots I can't pronounce. Smoking this nasty with strains in large amounts. Big Z drinks your
angel hairs, can't master pounds. Big city, smoky baby lungs, can't master clouds.
And the winners are the joint chiefs, main classes on the boulevard, 5-star in the cards. I'm hitting the finish line for the bottle of Grigio. Like this, so the haters still see me though.
I told them I was wet, then they said that that's the on me. Now $80,000 blunts, I don't beat. We got the smoke that they know the weed getting stoned every day. My trophy is a 14-karat golden tray. Flows like Olympians, we swimming in the glory mention. Only with the berry, got my memory like
True story, the joint chiefs top category. We pass on the seat in your butt, go tell Rory. Champagne only for winners. 6-star hats, 5 stars only for dinners. All black cars fully loaded, minus the spinners. Top shelf drawers full of gas, check the percentage. Victory lap, champagne only for winners. 6-star hats, 5 stars only for dinners. All black cars fully loaded, minus the spinners. Top shelf drawers full of gas, check the percentage. All black cars in the suits by Cuccinelli. Initials, all black cars on spaghetti. Blue label lining up shots. Pool table, pissy drunk, telling Ralphie, I know what was you afraid of.
victory laps, and I'm winded. I hold the torch, move the turf perch with kinetic force for the course. I'm a ripping vlog, gone without remorse. Shout out to my stoners and the products we endorse. Loud.
The tree chiefs laying trees, every day is Christmas. I work hard, play hard, don't get it twisted. Smoke ounces by the hour, out the back of brisket. Cars like the rising cheese, I'm over that whip.
Oh, you think that I don't wanna come down? High percentage in my weed, everybody gather round.
Everybody come round. This is the joint gathering. Luxury bud and expectation, we cherish it.
Victory lap, champagne only for winners. 6-star hats, 5 stars only for dinners. All black cars fully loaded, hands for spinners. Top shelf cars full of gas, check the percentage. Victory lap, champagne only for winners. 6-star hats, 5 stars only for dinners. All black cars fully loaded, hands for spinners. Top shelf cars full of gas, check the percentage.
Ready? And we here.
You know we are.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Welcome to Real Recognize, where real is recognized, and we just having a good time.
A great time.
It's your girl So,
Your favorite baby, okay?
and we are here with those legends that y'all just heard with that fire ass.
The
Fucking
motherfucking joint.
So let's go here. We got, we gotta show all the pages. It's at the Joint Chiefs, and then we're gonna go.
Chiefs, 2 E's.
Yeah, with 2 E's.
That
See
was
how
the
excited
first
I got?
shot.
I got so excited, and then
Drink over.
EP, can we have another cup for
okay, let's rewind that. Espérate, okay?
Wait.
It's the excitement for me.
Engineer, please don't literally rewind.
So here's our thing. We here with the Joint Chiefs, okay? And then we're gonna go individually with their names. My bad for spilling the drink. Let's go.
Sunny Blue Note.
Loud Pack Ralph.
Gio the Rican.
Follow all 4 pages, you heard? Let me tell you why. This is a good time.
Motherfucking joint cheese.
First of all, they from the Bronx. You know I gotta start there. You know, BX is in the fucking building. BX me heavy. You already know. Creative talent, music, artist. But not only, let me tell you this, not only that, they got content. Let me tell you why. Oh wow, he got excited. He got more excited than us. He got more excited than us.
On my page today.
I want to tell you about their creative talent. They got a lot of things
Wait, we
going on.
gotta take our welcome shot. And Sunny drank his, you spilled yours.
We're just a mess today.
2 party fouls to start it off.
So she punished me because I spilled mine and gave me 3 shots.
Doubled you up.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Take
So
that.
cheers to the Joint Chiefs.
Bronx shit.
God bless.
Oh, shit.
Dope. They made it.
Now. What were you talking about, so?
Rude.
What was he talking about now?
So I was
You was being
saying
rude because you
that
wasn't
not
on
only
audition.
not only are they dope ass artists. So here's the thing, right? They're dope ass
Dope as shit.
artists, and their music is a very like, you know, it's a whole vibe. Like you gotta. I can't even
Stoner
talk about it.
music.
It's very stoner, but it's also like chill,
Hip
club
hoppy.
joint, hip hop. You get what I'm saying?
Yo.
It's not only that for me. Espérate.
Tell that bitch to take a cab.
It's not only that for me.
Tell that bitch to take a cab.
That's a fact. That was our jam.
Golden lines.
Yo,
Uber, no nothing.
we were
Nothing.
blessed to pull up to there.
Call Ocean.
Listen.
She ain't got no weed.
Focus.
You know what it is? She ain't got no weed, so she ain't got no weed, bro.
Tell me the name of your album.
You know we always got weed.
I know.
The album we just dropped,
Yes.
The Quap. We dropped that on October 22nd, and we called it The Quap because Quap is like street term for a quarter pound, and this is our fourth project.
I
So
was
4
definitely gonna
ounces.
ask
In a
why.
You
quarter-
heard?
4 ounces in a quarter pound. 4 hours.
The math is mathing.
Woo!
The math is mathing. He tried to
Our
one.
computers are viewing. Our computers are viewing. And we dropped it in the fourth quarter.
And we dropped it in the fourth
Our
quarter.
computers are viewing.
It's the math.
Wait a minute, it is the fourth quarter.
It's the math for me. You know I'm a nerd. It's
You
the
guys
math
are
for me.
smart
Everything
with the quap.
Yeah, everything that we dropped kind of
Okay, is it
correlates
a
around.
quat or a
Quap.
quap?
Quap.
You see, let me tell you, I'm gonna need you to
Like a quarter pound, right?
Yeah.
We going
Because
back
we
to
just
this.
had a whole
Backtracking. Wait,
conversation.
wait. Just know what? I think I got this.
We already been there.
I'm doing
No,
the
we
math
already did
problem.
that.
I'm doing the math
Go
problem.
to Europe, it's a royale.
This is
with
what we're.
cheese.
Hello.
Wow.
It's a royale.
Pulp Fiction. Y'all gotta get on it. Because Vincent Vega said it first.
I'm a
Listen.
princess. I like everything royal.
So check it out. This is what we want to talk about. All right, this is your newest album. What number album is this?
Fourth.
In the fourth quarter. So now you're not on the
That's
same
quap.
page.
Don't act like you up on something.
I think you're not paying attention now.
Don't act like you up
It's
on
from a
something.
quarter pound, 4
So-
ounces in the last quarter. You get it?
Yeah.
This how it goes.
We're
Anywho.
nerdy. We're stoner nerdy like that. Like every one of our projects kind of, for the most part, revolved around a date that has to do with cannabis culture.
All right,
I love
so
it.
break it down for me.
All
Album
right.
one. What's the name?
Our first album was Never Canoe, but we didn't drop that on.
Never canoe. I love that album.
When you canoe, you gotta go like this.
Exactly. Never could do it because we had to make a statement.
We dropped that on 420.
Of course.
Our second album was 2018.
2018.
Our second album was Jars, and that was on November 30th. And if
11:30. Hold on, so
all right, yeah, you'll break
You're
it
gonna
down.
say all the dates, and then we're gonna break it down.
It wasn't me.
So,
Okay, Sophie.
Never
So,
Canoe, our first album was on 420.
okay.
Our second album, Jars, was dropped on 11:30,
11:30.
which is November 30th. Our third album, Chief Gate, was dropped on 7:10. So let me break those numbers down.
I know 7.
Let's
Okay,
go.
I
You
know.
got me
All
doing
right,
a
go.
lot of
I'm ready.
math
No,
today,
no, no
Gio.
math.
I don't know 11:30,
No
so
math.
I'm
There's
excited.
numbers, there's numbers, but there's no math.
You got me doing a lot of math.
You do gotta do
There's
it.
one more
You
math.
gotta do it.
All right, so we're ready to
Okay,
okay.
okay.
There's one
Wait,
math.
I gotta focus for this.
All
I'm
right,
ready.
So 420, we know signifies weed.
420. 420, write it down.
It's Friday.
420.
So,
Should I get the calculator?
420.
so
You got
shout
this, you
out,
got this.
shout out to all the wax motherfuckers that smoke
I got the
gas.
Concentrate
four.
community.
Shout out to the dad.
So July
The low
10th,
That's
temperature.
that day.
July
Right.
10th is
No
7:10.
beach,
Right.
Because, y'all wanna know why?
I wanna know why you said 10.
Wait, 7:10. Because 7:10 upside down looks like 40.
It does look like oil.
Mind
Wow.
Calculate.
Stoner shit. Stoner shit.
Yo, do y'all wanna pick
Stoner
that
shit.
jaws off the ground?
So
You ain't got
11:30.
no bombs, man? You ain't got no bombs?
11:30, which is when we dropped our second album. Now we fucked up by not dropping it like in order, but
That's
still,
okay. We were
our
just.
second
alright,
album,
it's alright, the
Jars,
math is mathing.
is dropped.
I still got the
Stoner
420
Shit
up.
on 11:30.
Now let it break down
Because
with
I'm trying to
11:30.
deduct the 710 from it, right?
Break it down
Oil.
right now.
Oil. We on the same page. We on the same page.
420.
It's okay.
So 11:30 is whenever you're rolling some weed and you add some wax to it.
That's
whether you have
11:30.
a worm.
That's the 420 plus the 710.
You're taking the 420.
Wow.
You're adding the 710.
Wow. Math.
And then
Where
you
are
do
the
the
bombs?
Fucking bro. Flex is
Oh,
not in the
oh, oh.
building.
Just checking. Just
Somebody
checking.
wants
Yo,
a bomb.
my second
We
grade
did
math
our-
teacher would be so proud.
I know.
Exactly.
I'm proud.
Exactly. So our fourth album had to have some significance because we're kind of, not that we ran out of stoner like dates, because we could go into like.
There's so many
fucking-
references, right?
Yeah. We can go
Wow.
into Jack Herrera's birthday. We can go
Hello.
into like shit like that. I don't
Hello.
want to get into
Right.
it. But I'm just trying to drop at least one album for all the 12 months. So we got like at least 9 more to go. Bare minimum.
So what was wait? So did you
I
tell
was
me
wait,
what the
wait.
1022
I was lost at oil.
Did you tell me what the 1022 reference was?
I didn't say
It was 11.
Oh, no, the day-
11,
the day had
11,
no
8.
Oh, no, that's
Just
Oh.
the quap and all the meat.
Wait. What's the last one when he was rolling?
11:30.
11.
So you take the 4,
Like a half an hour before 12.
the 420 is the flour, and you add the 710. So that's like a
420.
blunt with wax in it.
Wow.
You're like a wild blow.
Again.
So speaking on that, let's talk about this.
4:20,
Let me tell you, because
11:30.
we've mentioned this numerous times before, but now we actually have them in the building. They have a segment called Beers and Bombs, right?
We did that.
Hilarious content. Y'all need to go to their page and catch up. We were blessed with one of these episodes. They pulled up to my crib. You know what I'm saying?
I got you high and I went to sleep.
We had infused rice and corned beef. I don't know if y'all remember. I'm gonna repeat it. We had
With the French fries in it?
What was the quinoa?
That's because I didn't want the
It was right.
Let me tell you something.
It was
She
rice.
infused
It was
quinoa. Did y'all know about that? You ever had infused quinoa?
See,
Quinoa?
we have infused brown rice.
It's quinoa.
I love quinoa. I love quinoa.
That's how you call it.
That's what we did. That's what we did.
Isn't it quinoa?
No, it's quinoa. Keep up.
Quinoa?
Quinoa.
Spanish accent.
She did that with corned beef.
It could be.
Right. Quinoa.
It's like,
Right.
Quinoa.
I don't like the texture.
Quinoa sounds mad Chinese.
just like salmon and salmon. But if you speak Spanish, it's
Salmon.
So it's probably the same type of shit.
Potato.
Salmon.
So check it. They got this beers and bombs segment.
They really do say Wi-Fi.
They got this
They
beers and
really
bombs
say
segment where they
Wi-Fi,
kill
bro.
you.
Say Wi-Fi illiterate.
And they kill
Wi-Fi.
us.
No, that's how you spell it in Spanish.
Listen,
it's Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
Gio is right.
That
smart.
Beers and Bongs, that's Gio the Rican show that he does every Thursday.
it is a great time.
We did that with
It is a great time because Gio is the designated
Hilarious.
drunk chief. So he's
You
a
know
drink
what?
Oh,
out
y'all don't drink.
We
I
taking a
drink
shot to the
on
drunk
occasion.
chief.
But he's the connoisseur. He's the beer.
We taking a shot to
connoisseur.
the drunk chief.
Let's do it.
This
Let's
is
do a
mine.
shot.
Why are you taking mine?
Let's do a shot for the drunk chief.
Yeah.
This is just.
I've gotten
just
drunk
drink,
with
man.
Gio a couple times. He is the cool drunk chief.
I enjoy it. I'm a responsible drunk. You know what I'm saying? The DUI would teach you that. But,
He's the cool girl on my shirt.
Yeah, he's a pretty girl in the middle. On the
He's the
front
cool
door.
girl on my shirt.
This
You
how
gotta
you
tell that
know
story. You gotta tell
bud
that
is a hell of a drug. So what happened
We're gonna
was
let Soap tell it.
we having a great time. We all excited. We went to the listening party. It was in Harlem. It was super lit.
Shouts to the
So
Shrine
many
Club.
people.
But you
pulled
skipped
up.
the girl on my shirt.
We get in there. We try. Like,
But that was before the party. The math is not mathing no more.
it was at the party.
Computers ain't
No,
doing
it wasn't. That was at Beers and Bonds when I said that.
No, she's right.
it.
The math was
Bud is a hell of
mathing.
a drug. So check it. We gonna rewind.
That was the quinoa.
At Bud, see, Miriam.
Beers
At
and Bonds.
We both had our shirt. We was dumb hype,
I got my
right?
shirt.
We got the
The funniest.
Y'all need to get this merch. When I tell you, I didn't get to wear mine today because
We have a sale, $20.
But check it.
I'm gonna
I'm
do
gonna
it.
leave
Yeah,
flag.
Hit the DMs to that
Yo,
year.
y'all
All
really
kinds
gotta
of
get
shit
on it.
back
It's a
out.
dope gift. It's a dope shirt for yourself.
Yo, it's
on
the
it.
coziest shirt ever. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
No,
I
yeah,
wear
good
this shit to the
quality.
supermarket, okay?
Like this ain't
Yeah, we
cute.
got
I wear this shit to the laundromat, okay?
You know, it's
I wear this shit to events. I pulled up to the concert with the shit on the
That's
other
a
day,
fact.
right? It's like my everywhere, everything
purpose.
T-shirt.
All
It is
purpose.
and it covers the fat in the back
That's
of your
true.
arms.
That's true. It's cute.
Like it's cut
It
cute.
cuts it. Like it's
Like
like
it's perfect.
like sucks in it.
You know what I'm saying? Like you still see the chubby elbow,
No, but you
but
see the
it covers
it
the
cuts the
fat
hit. It
in
got
the
the bicep
arm.
and
You
like
know
the
what I'm saying?
bicep.
Cause we kind of brolic under our
Right.
arms and shit. You know that big bone
Just a
shit and
little.
shit.
Just
You
a
know what I'm
little
saying?
strong
You know.
bitches.
I'm almost taught
And
us
just
how to
cuts it.
tiles.
Perfectly.
We had to carry the groceries. Ain't too many men in our house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we got our shoulders tend to be a little bit broader,
Two trips to
and our
Syracuse.
arms. You know what I'm saying? Our arms
Listen,
are a
if I
little
can
more
say
broader.
something,
But the shirt is the shit.
listen, I appreciate y'all. I met them at the 420.
Yeah,
Happy
talk
Monkey.
about it.
Yes, we
Alright.
definitely did. That rough.
Let me tell you guys
I wore a
that-
sweater.
You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you guys that support goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the music industry, I've been an audio engineer for 11 years. These guys, you know, I've enjoyed taking them into this ride. They kind of look at me when it comes to the whole industry knowledge. And like, I just want to let them know, and you know that like it's tough to get the acknowledgement of support, right? Because everybody wants to
So
say,
you are
"Yo, I
appreciated."
show love," but when because I remember seeing you guys, and it was a connection, yo,
Off top.
and then the next week I was on Beers and
We
Bonds.
just on yeah.
You know
and shit
what's so
that.
genuine?
I just appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? Because and listen, I always say, listen, for every one person that, you know, first of all, coming from New York, nobody says, yo, I fucks with you.
Right.
Right? So for
On
every
top.
one
On
person,
top, right.
for every one person who actually
New Yorkers be rude.
yeah, for every one person who looks at who stops Sunny on the street, Ralph on the street, me on the street, and they see I know who you are, fucks with you. And I always tell you, there's about 10 to 20 other motherfuckers who won't even take it that far, but they see it.
Right.
Especially in New York, it's hard to like
Right.
feel that support.
Right.
And I just want to thank you guys for
No, of course.
No, but let me tell you how genuine it is, though. Let me tell you how genuine it is, right? I said this, I believe I said this when we did Beers and Bombs, right? They have this track, it's called Munchies. As long as I've been using Instagram, and we can go into my reels. Matter of fact, you know, one of these days I'm gonna do a compilation of all the times that I use Munchies. These are facts. Okay, before I met them, before I knew anything about them, I didn't know what a Joint Chief was. Okay, I thought it was like a government thing. You know what I'm saying? Where they have the meetings and they make the laws and shit like that. Like that's really what the Joint Chiefs like. I wasn't up with it. You know what I'm saying? I be smart sometimes. Sometimes when I'm smart, you know what I'm saying? It just goes different. So I've been using them, right? So then when we met them, I still didn't know.
That's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying? Like it was just
I remember that.
Gio's energy was fucking great. It was Sunny's energy great. You understand what I'm saying? I just met him today. His energy is great, right? So it's not a support thing like, oh wait, let's pull up and support him. It's more of a wow, the Joint Chiefs are doing something tonight. We gotta go.
That's fine.
You understand what I'm saying? And definitely, you know what I'm saying?
And shout out to them because they pulled up on my birthday, right?
And vice versa.
The invite
wasn't for you to come and support. It was more like, oh, we want them there. Right. They're cool. They're our people. Right.
If you guys want to hear another fact about Munchies, it's like, I mean, you check our analytics, Gio, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's our most popular.
It is a great
That's
song.
a great song.
Honestly, and honestly, real talk,
It is the
that's like a
and then tell them
Cypress
to
Hill.
take a cab.
That's really like a Cypress Hill though type of caliber.
Yes,
Real talk.
it's funny.
I mean,
That is
like,
right.
you like the Bronx
That is
Cypress
right.
Hill. It's a fact though.
That is right.
Because that's Dr. Green's album. Y'all, I don't have to tell y'all.
for sure.
Like it's already, it's a stoner vibe. It's this, but that caliber of music where you really like, yo, you know what song will go? You know what I mean? Where you're like, yo, it's a go-to. You know what I mean? Like you made your footprint. But we gotta get back to how this bitch called this shit a little girl. So we was on Beers and Bombs.
Oh my God,
and this stupid ass, right? She's like, oh, I got my Joint Chief shirt. She's so excited. We both rapping it on the show, right? Oh, we got our Joint Chief shirt. She's like, no, I picked, because we're saying why we picked. I picked the one that Gio has on. I picked that one in a t-shirt vibe. It has the weed flag. She picked the one with the little
with the funk with the those are my
Pop-ups, right?
What are they
Pop-ups?
called? Gio.
They're like Funko Pops, right?
Funko Pops.
So she picked that one, and she's like, I picked it because it has the cute little girl. Guys,
That cute little girl in the middle is Gio the Rican.
With the beard and the mustache.
That pretty young lady.
I'm like the bitch with the beard and the mustache, huh?
Is
like,
our
that's
very own Gio the Rican.
That's our boy that's here in the flesh, though. Like, she didn't pick Lollipop Ralph or Sunny that wasn't there. She literally was like, the girl in the middle was Gio.
I mean, fun fact, like, our rap names aren't our real names, obviously, right? But it's like Gio, you know, like Gio is nickname growing up because everybody always got my name wrong. My name is Giovanni.
Not Giovanni.
That's funny.
And Giovanni, which I spell it with an Joveni.
Wait a minute. Are you Dominican? Are you Dominican?
I'm Gio the Rican.
He's
Are you Dominican?
I'm Gio.
Gio the Rican. No. When he said Giovanni. No, wait. When he said Giovanni, right?
It's better than
I know a bunch of Dominicans with the Y.
Exactly.
With the Y-O-V-A-N-N-I. Giovanni. But here's the thing, I've never met a Puerto Rican with that spelling. So when he said Giovanni, I was like, wait a minute, are you Dominican?
We usually spell shit regular. I used to work retail and I had.
So wait, is it spelled J-O-E?
That my mother spelled my name.
What?
I used to work retail, right?
Yo, that is the most gay. She was Spanish?
No,
she was white?
Yeah.
It makes sense. It had to be either a real Spanish bitch or a Karen. You get it?
Because they think in Italian, they think in Giovanni, they think of that.
But you're not even Italian, right?
I was top salesman, so I'm writing my name in the car. The handlers come back. So I'm spell, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Giovanni, right? It's Giovanni, right?
G-O-V. Oh, you spell, that's spelled wrong. I'm like,
Bitch, how my name spelled wrong on my birth certificate?
I mean, check it out, right?
This is the stupidity of people, though.
My question is,
like, it really is the stupidity of people.
Fully Puerto Rican?
I mean, that's a long story.
Because you lost me at Italian.
No, the name is Italian.
The name is Italian, so your mama not white.
No, the name is typically.
I get lost a lot.
The name Giovanni is typically an Italian name.
We got that part.
So the way the Puerto Ricans spell it, it's Giovanni, not Giovanni. J-O-V-A.
Fun fact.
And I pronounce it
ready for this?
Giovanni because the Spanish J is silent.
That would be fucked up. Giovanni.
Fun fact, her brother, who is fully Puerto Rican, got the mad Italian name. Y'all ready?
He does.
Vincent Giovanni.
My brother's name is Vincent Giovanni.
Vincent Giovanni. Like what?
My name is all the way made up.
He's got a Ginzo name. He's got a tomato soup name.
Sure. Right.
Definitely
be sent there.
And he's full Puerto Rican.
Full.
There's nothing.
No, listen. I had one of my friends I went to high school with. His name was Romeo Luciano.
Wow.
Dominican kid.
No.
Dominican kid, bro. But here's the thing. Without getting too sidetracked, there's Columbus is buried in DR, if you guys didn't know. And if you didn't know, you don't need citizenship for DR if you're an Italian citizen. You can just go right to DR without any.
Are you from South America?
That is a fun fact.
My mother's from South America. My mother's from Ecuador.
Usually people from like South America
Wait,
know facts
so you don't need.
No, Italians don't need a passport to get into DR.
Yeah, that's not insane to you.
Yeah. But you know why? Because I'm half Peruvian, right? So me and you share an island.
Yeah.
You know, we got a little border.
Here we go. She thinks she's foreign. Don't gas is funny. She thinks she's foreign. It's really not
We're Puerto Rican
on this side.
Look at me here.
Canadian.
You ain't gotta talk to her. We from the below quarter. You know what I'm saying? We're not from the upper.
We're
from where the tuna fish play.
Did you need a passport?
For what?
For being here?
No.
Exactly.
No.
So we're not below border. Have a seat, killer. No.
You know
No,
what?
shouts to the
Correct, though.
Ecuadorians,
We share an island.
Shouts to the South Americans, Ecuadorians.
All right.
My mother's from Ecuador, so.
No, I love that. Ecuador. Crazy.
Shouts to all the ceviche.
I love it. Yo.
You know what's another fun fact? And I tend to tell this to like all my Ecuadorian friends because I have a whole fucking bunch of them. Do you know that Ecuador and Peru went to war?
Who won?
Peru. This is why I tell this to
Yo,
my
feel
friends.
like-
You know what I'm saying?
I just
My
know
friends
that.
be looking at me like, you're such a dick. I be
just
like, but
know
you
they
know we
all-
won though, right?
They all eat now.
I know, but you can't slap up. But if you want me to slap her, I got you sure? Like I have to slap.
They eat.
But I have
my
to
fault.
You
You
know
know
what
what's a
I'm
hot
saying?
take?
We're
Here's a
cool
hot
now.
take. History's not my- I'm about to say a hot take right now. I think Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, you know how like that's
Puerto Ricans won.
But I think it's gonna be Ecuadorians and Hondurans. No, Hondurans.
Why?
Not Hondurian.
Wait, what does
Not
Honduras
Honduran.
have to do
It's
with
Honduran.
it?
What does Central America got to do with
First of all,
South America?
Hondurans doesn't share an island with us.
No. In terms of like, just kind of like the I don't want to say popularity.
Dominicans and Puerto Ricans are island folk that eat the same things and arguing over the same.
He tried to switch
That's
me. He tried to act like
Puerto
Honduran.
Ricans
Puerto Ricans wear
We're all the
socks.
same. We're just laying.
This is very true.
Puerto Ricans wear socks.
This is very
But
true.
did you see what? He tried to act like the Hondurans was your neighbors. He kicked me out of my country.
Hondurans.
It's not Honduran?
No, it's like salmon and salmon. It's like
Honduran?
It's like salmon and salmon.
Right.
Honduran.
The fishes. Yeah, Honduran.
They're not Korean.
I'm still Peruvian and me and him share an island.
Peruvian or Honduran.
Anywho, let's get into the next content.
Sunday.
Because they don't only have beers and bombs. So we all know that the quarantine was a tough time, right?
Yes.
Super tough.
So out the quarantine came a dope concept from you guys, because out the quarantine also came the legalization of marijuana, as we all know.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to that. Right?
Big shouts to that.
So these guys were the pioneers of being. These guys are living out the dream of like Cypress Hill, Redman, Method Man, and all these people that wanted to like legally be able to come out, sing their weed songs, and smoke weed on stage.
Yeah,
For
Like
sure.
without it being an issue. You get it? Because it's been done, but it's always been an issue.
You
Right.
said it, the truth is
Now
suck
it's a
my
big-
dick.
Right, now it's like a big
Word.
thing. But not only that, they came out with Dank Dad podcast.
Thank dads.
Hello!
Show your titties, show your titties.
So this was very dope for me because this is one of the, I feel, because I haven't seen it personally, the pioneer podcast where they speak about the
Smoking weed and being a
impact
fucking
of
dad.
being a parent
Correct.
and smoking weed, like, and
Yeah,
really like
bro.
having these tough conversations.
Yeah, definitely. They
Having-
they are tough.
So talk like what, like
I
where
ain't
do
a
we?
dad yet, so it's.
He's working on it. He's practicing.
He's practice makes perfect, kiddo.
Yo, let me tell you something, right?
Right.
Don't master
Here's a
your
shot for Rock to get a
craft.
bitch pregnant.
You
Right.
gotta keep practicing, you know?
I know you got prospects, kiddo. Put that shot
Ralph
up.
is gonna get somebody pregnant.
Shout out to his future baby mother.
Fuck with this Casablanca.
So it is a tough conversation to have.
You gonna get her
Right,
pregnant tonight.
right.
When it comes to Thank That podcast, we sat there and, kind of came up with this idea to have these uncomfortable discussions about, cannabis use and being a parent.
Right.
He's been fortunate enough he's been a parent a lot longer than I have. He's got a
Now,
15-year-old.
do you mind if we just speak the ages of our children? That way we
Yeah,
understand.
I mean,
So what's the
Yeah.
ages of your kids?
my son is 2.5.
So you're
You
early.
just
You're still in the
started.
Yeah, yeah.
You have no
And you?
idea.
Yeah,
We just started, me, shout out to my wifey Kim.
Yes, we love
She's
you.
my
She's
favorite.
amazing.
Did she
We
eat my
love her.
chocolate? Wait, did she eat my chocolate? She ate it?
She
How you
loved
not
her.
gonna call
She ate,
me?
no, cause right now she's microdosing. I'm waiting.
Okay.
for that.
You can call it out. I told you I was gonna do that.
So shout out to
We give her wife.
shout out to the wife.
We give his wife.
We've been together.
You'll recognize Brooklyn. You know who
We've been
recognizes
together
what?
10.5 years.
Sorry,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying? 10.5 years, almost 11 years. I've known her son since he was 4. We just celebrated his 15th birthday this past weekend.
Your son.
Shout out to him and you and her and the family that
Shout
y'all
out to
built.
Josiah, aka Kahoot King, aka Big Bro Joe.
Hello.
And then shout out to my daughter, Lucky Penny. That's
Hey,
my
Penny.
daughter. She's 7. She turns 8 in January.
Oh,
Shout out to
We
Penny.
share a birthday weekend because she's born January 23rd.
that's
What's his
dope.
sign?
That's fine.
You're Aquarius, all right. You a water sign.
All right.
No.
So you come up with this concept
No, it's
Yeah, so
to
we
start
what is
this
it?
sad podcast.
come up with the concept because
I'm at you was like, nah, chill.
we
You
kind
still
of-
gave me a 5 though, I took it.
we kind of wanted to get rid of
Facts,
the
Pisces gang.
stigma.
You're Pisces? You're Pisces? Thank you, gang.
All right, pay attention. We're talking about the Thank That podcast. You gotta keep up.
We kind of
no astrology.
I came back, I'm an alien.
we kind of wanted to shine a light on the stigma that the same way you can go have a drink, go have a beer, go have a wine cooler, and go
You can
tend
have
to
a
your
fucking
responsibilities. You should be able to do the same
Join
thing.
Right.
Take
Have
a
a
fucking
joint,
dab.
go hang out with your kid without fear of you're gonna let them,
Smoke
crawl
that
into the
fucking
oven
pipe.
and
Right.
kill themselves or something.
Right.
Or whatever
Wax it
crazy.
up
Look,
real
no.
quick.
Here's the thing. There's a lot of people have a lot of crazy preconceived notions
Absolutely.
of what
Absolutely.
stoners are quote unquote capable of, and not
Absolutely.
capable of, just because they smoke weed. That's not fair.
We are so capable of more than
We
anybody.
are
Right.
certainly
No, I
more-
learned how to do marble paint yesterday.
Hello.
There you go.
On some stoner shit. You be
And I did it
concentrating.
and I mastered it. And then I FaceTime my mom and I showed her the picture and she said it looked like a flower.
You did that.
Looked amazing, cause stoner shit. All
And
right, so
yeah, so and we the same way, like how kind of we went with the song "Smoking on Camera." It was to kind of break the stigma for any female out there that has to worry about their employer being friends with them on social media, or
Yes.
That was the whole.
That's such a big deal.
But
It's such a big deal.
It's the same stigma.
Right.
It's like, oh, you're smoking weed. What are you gonna do next? Or what are you gonna do with your life? And it's like, dude, I know doctors and lawyers that smoke weed. It's
Yeah,
not
but
a
that's the
big
thing. It's
deal.
like
Hello.
I said on the podcast that was like of course I would like to want to reach 1,000 podcast episodes, but like the goal of the Dank Dad podcast is for us
It's the
to.
message.
I have a question.
No, it's to like
Wait.
fade out at one point, so that it's so accustomed and so neutral that
Commonplace. There's no longer a taboo
there's no
thing.
longer a taboo thing.
It's just a conversation. It's
Yeah,
like, yo,
conversation.
have we talked about this yet?
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Like, yo, the wife
So
is
have you had
gonna.
that
The
conversation
wife is gonna.
with your? Have you had that conversation with your child? You have.
Oh no, not with my child.
No,
Not with my
I'm
wife.
see, I'm waiting for that conversation because he just turned 15.
Okay.
Yeah, 16 is usually the break.
My birthday is
My
January
son is
23rd.
13.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Can I respectfully disagree?
What disagree
He
with
watches
what?
YouTube.
He said 16 is the age. I feel like 13. I feel like the minimum.
My son is
So you guys-
13.
Wait, hold on, guys. You guys, we can't kid ourselves. I'm 39. I knew about weed when I was 11, 12
This is
years
what I
old.
mean.
Yeah,
This is what I mean.
This was
This is what I mean.
1995, 1996.
Exactly. This is
So you
what I
gotta
mean.
assume a kid now at 14, 13.
This is what I
They
mean.
know
This
what
is
weed
where
is.
I chime in as
I
a
feel
mom.
like at 13,
Because
You
I
said the
can
talk- I
speak.
didn't know y'all was talking about like this is what weed is compared to the talk of I smoke weed. Like explain to your
I
child.
see what you're
that's why
saying.
I'm
You're
like, at
right.
16,
You're right. That's a
I
different
can trust
conversation.
my kid.
Okay,
You're right.
You're right.
Grand
Okay.
Theft Auto has done more to the youth than we could ever expose them to. That's what
Absolutely.
Grand Theft Auto kind of ripped the Band-Aid
No,
because
that's
yo,
not explaining
my
what weed
stepson
is.
has been playing Grand Theft Auto.
Explains how prostitution works, though.
Yeah.
Prostitution,
R3 and L3 at the same time.
assassination, extortion,
All
fucking-
sorts of RICO predicates.
all sorts of money laundering.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
for real.
buy this strip club.
Well,
buy this
great.
bar.
They know what we
So
This
it's
is-
like it's a desensitized youth. And like we kind of had this like 1 or 2 episodes ago of like one of the harshest truth, the hard pill to swallow as a parent is that your child will never ever be 100% honest.
No, never.
Never.
You have to.
This is where I chime in
what
as a
you can't
mom.
do- Let me finish the thought.
Why you
Okay.
put tracking
So what you
devices
have
in
to
your
do
kid?
is, if you provide an environment of like, well, listen, child, here are my cards on the table. I smoke weed for these reasons, right? And it's crazy how I have to sit you down and tell you about this.
Right.
Give you anecdotal evidence,
Right.
give you scientific evidence.
Right.
But you
But
see
wait.
me have a corona in every baby shower and birthday that we've had since she was 4. And you see Penelope at the baby.
Legally, you can't.
But I don't have to.
have
But I don't have to explain to that. What you mean legally?
Whoa, who said that?
We
I'm
don't
You
a
do
parent.
can't. No.
So 5 years from now,
Legally, who can't tell me?
Now.
I'm a parent. You can't tell me
Now,
what the fuck I
last
can and
year-
can't do.
Yeah, we say
Right.
that as parents.
Right.
It's legal.
But
now,
you
so
know
wait,
that
the
the
conversation-
government works a
I
little
could be
different.
rocking my new buds and hey, listen, baby, I love you so much. Have you heard about the 13th Amendment and how slavery was taken?
Right.
I'm like, no, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
All right,
If I wanted
That's
to do
how
that, I
we
could do
live.
that. You know what I'm
That's how we live. But if you look at the box that is, the United States, you understand what I'm saying? Like, we live different. We're raised different. We move different. We talk different. What's actually allowed and what we actually do tends to be a little bit different.
Right. But that's
You
the
understand
that's
what I'm
regular
saying?
shit.
Of course.
So
That's regular.
what I'm saying is I have a 13-year-old, right?
Yeah.
My 13-year-old is not only 13, but he's also autistic. So he's super intelligent to a plane that we would never understand.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So he already knows about weed and he knows about cultivating and he knows about marijuana and edibles. And like I bought cookie dough the other day. He asked me if that was for edibles. I told him mind his business. You understand what I'm
Right or wrong.
saying? But
saying?
at
With
13 it's a
with
little
these conversations
difficult
I'm trying to
because
have.
Right. Right.
we
So do you
we-
guys?
we
Okay,
take
go.
wait, I just want to finish this one part, right?
I'm packing.
We take and we say this is what we can tell our children. This is what we can say. This is the conversation we can have.
Right.
Because we are their parent and we govern what we tell them. Now, and my son has an autistic child scripts. So whatever I say to him is possible for him to repeat in school. You understand what I'm saying? So now I tell him, listen, Pop, I smoke marijuana and this is what I smoke it for.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And then he goes and happens to repeat that in school or happens to script it in school and it becomes something different. So what we want to teach our children as parents, which is that podcast, this is why y'all gotta put me on it, because I can talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm a mom and a dad.
Mother's Day
You know
month
what I'm saying?
for the month of May, we're trying to have this moms.
Okay.
Well,
now-
I'm not a mother, but I'm really not.
We have to be a little more nuanced.
I'm not a mother, but I feel like because I practice too. Like,
But it becomes difficult
We have-
because I smoke.
We have to
So
be, we have to
I
be,
have to watch what I say exactly to my son.
But we have to
Because-
be nuanced, not to cut you off, because I'm not gonna sit there and talk to my son like, oh, hey, Lucas, you wanna learn how to make a mean Long Island iced tea?
Right, right.
You know, I'm not gonna sit there and talk to him about, all right, Lucas, you know, someday you might.
What if he just smoking and because drinking is normalized?
It is,
Right.
absolutely.
Because listen, I've been there in barbecues.
You got
Where my
movies,
wife-
son, grab me the
Listen,
beer.
Listen,
all
my
day,
wife is
all
there
day.
with her friend, smoking a hookah. My fucking son's grandmother is smoking a cigarette, but I gotta walk 100 feet away to smoke my
Incredible, incredible.
It's horrible.
That's
You
unacceptable.
understand? So
That's
like,
the
make that
stigma we're trying to
podcast.
I
break.
mean, the
That's
millions
the
of
stigma we're trying
memes
to break.
about the cousins going
Yeah,
outside
exactly.
for
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
exactly.
Like,
That's
the
good
millions of
conversation
them.
though. That's
Everybody
But
can get
that goes
sloshed,
exactly
everybody
to
can
what
get,
I was saying
everybody
with
can
I
get
can't
sloshed
really
around
tell
the
my
Thanksgiving
son.
table, but, you know,
You understand?
me and cousin Jimmy
It's
gotta
like
go
a-
2 blocks down and go
yeah.
smoke a joint.
Right,
My
right,
son,
Wait, so
he knows I
listen.
smoke. No, my son absolutely knows I smoke.
right.
What I'm saying is that have I had the conversations with him? Absolutely, because my son has friends that smoke. My son's cousins, his age, already smoke. His peers, they're only 1-2 years above him.
Yeah.
He goes to a junior high school that I went to, and when I went to it, I smoked weed.
Right.
In the staircase, outside the staircase, in the backyard,
Going
around the
to
corner. I cut class. I did all of that in the same exact school that he's in. So as a parent, like I said with Gio, we know what we gotta tell our kids. You understand what I'm saying? So I tell my son, you know what's up. The day you wanna smoke, you better have that conversation with me. You dig me? Like we gonna have this conversation. But is that normalized? Is that an actual legal conversation to have with a 13-year-old? No. With a 13-year-old, it's still not. So as a parent, it's difficult. You understand what I'm
But who
saying?
enforces that?
But this is what
Who
I mean.
enforces, like, if I
what do
wanted to
you
have,
mean?
if I
I
wanted
don't
to.
enforce this shit
Like,
like that.
it's a
ACS.
Let me,
ACS.
so listen,
That's true, I didn't
But go ahead,
so
but go
let
ahead.
me, so let me give you a glimpse of the Dave That podcast.
Right,
Just
please.
A quick glimpse, right?
Please.
So we have a segment called With It and Not With It. I'm gonna ask you, let's keep it to two with it and not with it. So we basically have our guest, we say a statement, and then we ask you if you're with it or not with it,
Mhm.
and then you tell us why, all
I
right?
feel like we should
Wait,
play that
is
game
he-
instead of our game. I feel like he made up a game on our
I
show.
wanna drink
Yes.
too. I wanna drink, so listen.
So let's do it.
So
Let's
with
do
it or
it.
not
We're
with
down.
it, so with it or not with it, we're gonna separate from the parent. We're gonna start with just being an adult,
A
right?
human.
So with it or not with it, buying a minor or roll up, right? So as women, I don't know if y'all been there, but I've been there.
I've been there.
Me too.
All right, so let's say a female, a young homie says, hey, listen, I got $1, yo, would you, or $2, would you buy me, yo, can you buy me a Dutch, can you buy me a joint, can you buy me a roll, whatever. With it or not with it.
I'm with it.
Buying a minor or roll up.
I'm with it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And I know that may sound terrible because I'm a 40-year-old woman, but I'm gonna keep it funky with you. You
And
heard,
Rob,
been there,
you
done
can say it
that.
too, because Rob's not that yet.
I'm gonna be honest with
So
you.
Rob can
As a
answer too.
mom, I'm gonna say I'm not with it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I'm not with it only
See how
because
it's
I'm not
cut and
gonna
dry.
be the one that does that. I'm sure that the next nigga's gonna pass by and buy you that, but that won't be me. Because I have a mom and Karma's a bitch. I have a son, I'm a mom. And Karma's a bitch.
Well, let me unpack that question. So, I mean, look, again, the reality is, once our kids hit a certain age, we're not gonna be in full control of their every movement or their every activity. I mean, would you not hope that there was somebody kind enough that, all right?
But that's what I mean.
So
So you're saying that the next nigga will buy it. What if the
Okay,
next
this
nigga's
is
a
you have a
perv? The next nigga's
2-year-old.
like, yo, I'll buy it for you if you show me
You
a titty.
might get a roll up.
I've done it.
You get what I'm saying
You've
though?
done it?
I've done
Like,
it.
I mean,
it's
it
shit.
I
depends.
gotta pay, yo, listen.
All right, but
I gotta
this is
pay
the
it forward.
difference. You're a
Cause I've been that
dad.
young homie, my nigga.
You're a dad.
I gotta pay it
though.
forward. I gotta go there and son.
All right, but you're a dad
No,
though.
I
A dad
agree.
can
No,
do that because
check
a
this
dad
out.
is
No, but
cool.
check out what not
I'm
Ralph
a
said.
mom
No,
and
but
I
check out what
enforce the
Ralph
law.
said. He said he'd rather buy a roll up than a beer. And how true is that statement? Wouldn't you
Let's
rather
take a
buy a
shot for roll
kid?
up.
But wouldn't you rather buy a kid a roll up
Pack a roll rather than a beer.
than a beer?
Your body
I think
saying
that's
to
a good I'm with it question.
Cheers.
With it or I'm not. You get what I'm saying? Because
Well,
I'm with it.
I
Look,
got another one.
All right, I'm honestly, all right, she's with it, I'm not with it.
Wait, all right, so
Go.
even if you had a pack of roll, and all you had to do was give him a sheet, woo, not with it. No money.
They already got the weed.
Because because listen, all the dads that said they're not with it, the first thing they said, you're a lot of cameras. I'm not trying to be called or whatever.
No,
So I'm like, all right, so what if you what this, I want to roll? It was like, all right, mom, you can go.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Okay. Have I smoked with minors? Yes. I felt super fucking bad. I can't, as a mom, like I can't bring myself to another. All right, if it's a family member and he be like, it's my little cousin, right, or something, he belongs to me. That's mine. You understand what I'm saying? As a mom, I'm not gonna give somebody else's child a roll up. You understand what I'm saying? Because I would fuck somebody up.
I'm gonna say
They
this.
give my son a roll up. I'm just saying. It's just a
I'm gonna say
genuine
this. I'm gonna
like,
say
I
this.
whoop her whole fucking
I
ass.
have, I will, and I would. You know why? Because I feel like, right? I feel like at the end of the day, right? We've all been there, and we all understand. Like back in the day, it was so taboo. Like we're at a point where it's not as taboo. You get what I'm saying? Like people understand that the stigma of you smoking, like you can smoke weed wherever you smoke a cigarette.
All right, but check it out. I'm not giving a 13-year-old a cigarette.
So I smell a cigarette.
I'm not giving a 13-year-old.
Now I'm gonna keep it funny with you.
Listen, I will give them a blunt before I give them a cigarette, and I will do that. I'm not giving a kid a cigarette.
No, listen, I'm gonna take it to the extreme. I would be super mad if my son or daughter said, yo, I smoke cigarettes before I get super mad. They say, yo, dad.
I agree. Straight
facts.
So now let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Absolutely.
Are these the type of conversations that you have on your podcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
yeah, because let me ask you
that
one second.
That was one with it and not with it. We have 5 of them in each.
All right, give us another one. Give us another
one. Every episode.
Go. Give us another one.
All right.
All right.
No, you go, Sonny.
If you have one, go.
I'm ready.
No, I don't know if it coincides with this exactly though.
No, it doesn't have to coincide. The next one. It's the next one.
With it, how old is it?
13.
13. Does he go to the park?
Not without me.
No, without.
That's not
perfect. What? Really? Perfect.
Absolutely.
With it or not with it, right? Taking your son to the park and stepping outside and smoking a blunt.
With it.
Why?
I've done that shit a million and
Why though?
one time.
Why?
He's not paying me no attention. He's on the swing.
Oh, so you can find a distinction there.
Yeah, no. Okay, listen.
I agree
Have
with
you done it while pushing him in the stroller?
What I said was,
agree with you.
I
agree with you.
started when I said what I said, right? I said I've already had this conversation with my son.
But it doesn't
Is
matter.
it a legal conversation or it's not? You understand what I'm saying? That's what I said.
But no
But
one's
I've had this
enforcing that.
conversation with my son because my son knows I smoke. My son knows what marijuana is. Okay, my son watches YouTube. So before YouTube, fucks his brain up.
Right.
I
So
already
with it
put
or not
him
with
on.
it, smoking around your kid. With it or not with it.
Not with it. It
So you don't smoke in the house.
directly
You don't smoke in the house.
around him in a confined room.
So you don't smoke in the house.
In a confined room.
He's in his room.
He has his room, and I smoke in the whole rest of the house.
All right,
You said the
The confined room is the house, and he stays in his shit.
So how about in a barbecue setting when he's out and about and you're just smoking in the same?
Absolutely, because we outside. But see, I'm a pothead mom.
You smoke blunts or papers?
I smoke both. I smoke blunts, I smoke papers, I smoke grabber, I smoke no
What was
grabber,
yours?
I
What was
smoke out
yours?
of a pipe, I smoke out of a
Hold on.
vape.
I'm curious to know what Sonny's with it or not with it was.
Oh, mine would have just been straight the with it or not with it. If you come home high and you raid the fridge and see your kids' lunch for the next day, would you eat it or not? That would have been mine. No, you guys are better than I would.
Walk in your son. Wait. What if it's your son's sandwich that you made him for lunch? He comes back, the nigga didn't eat it. And you came in with the munchies.
I don't care if it's a perfectly fucking placed bento box, like with positioned little chicken
you know what it
nuggets
is?
everywhere.
I don't have children, but I'm gonna say I would eat it and then make the nigga something different.
I bet you would. But check it out, right?
What
I
he
have
said,
one son, and he's my only kid. So I don't touch his shit.
Would you eat it or
Cause
not
it's
eat
like
it?
that. My son is
That's
spoiled.
insane.
with it. Zoom with it.
I bet you guys are.
Super
I
guy.
bet you guys are.
We can make it fun the next day.
Replace it.
Wanna
You
watch?
replace it. You replace the sandwich.
There is a big,
My son doesn't even eat
there is a
sandwiches.
huge
Yeah,
chance
sandwiches mixed.
that
Not
my
mixed,
money
they overrated.
contributed to that motherfucker.
Yo,
I agree.
I was about to say.
I agree.
was
I agree. That's
I
my
was
sandwich.
trying to pay
Yeah,
that.
yourself.
That's a dad
So,
tax.
That's my
My son is your nephew.
Right,
You know how it would go down if I ate his sandwich.
right.
My son ain't having that shit. You
Right.
heard? If I ate his sandwich, I gotta buy that nigga ribs.
Right.
Like he's that spoiled.
It's gonna be like
That's
that.
what I'm
That's
saying.
what Here's your $10, $20
All right, I'm ready. Last one.
Your son, your child, let's say they're 20 years old.
Can we do one without children? Coño, que yo
It's
tengo
they
niños.
dads,
Wait,
you
now,
dumbass.
listen.
All right.
Let's say your child is of age.
Uh-huh.
They already told you that they smoke. You know he's autistic, whatever.
Mhm.
I don't know where he is on the
Nah, when he
He's good.
decides he wants to
He's
smoke,
good.
he's
Alright.
good. He's on the
Alright.
great side of the spectrum.
All right. He's 20 years
All of the sides
old.
are great.
You know that he smokes,
Your mom.
but he owes the plug a rack. Are you
I need
paying
help.
your debts? Are you paying your kids' debt to the plug?
Mom, he might
Wait,
be
now, wait.
Mom, they're gonna do something bad to me, Mom.
No, not even to your mom.
Okay.
Hold the plug in rack.
I heard
That kinda
this
crazy.
week, right?
You want
I
me to
will
hang,
sell
Mom?
my ass to pay that plug.
All right.
I will sell my whole culo, the nipples, my
This
gray
is real
hairs to pay
recognized.
that plug.
This is the show we on, real recognized, right?
Absolutely.
That's a fact.
I told y'all 5 minutes ago my son was spoiled.
You definitely do.
I'm paying that shit a motherfucking sack.
Right.
And I'm telling that nigga he wildin'.
Right.
How the fuck you would plug that much money? Like you bugging.
You a shit.
Right.
Homie, that's that.
You know what I'm saying? You
That's
ain't even
up.
light me up.
Oddly enough, a lot of people who sell weed just sell it to smoke it. And I can understand maybe, you know,
Genuine fact.
they get a little too high on their own supply. And what should have been paid off in 2 flips becomes like, yo, I'm like 5 flips behind. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Genuine fact.
I gotta do 5 flips just
Right.
to get it from
Right.
even
Right.
Nah, my son is spoiled.
from personal experience.
He
You know
gets
what
in the
I'm saying?
hole. I'm gonna take him up the hole.
But the plug is paid off. You know what I'm saying? But I've been there.
That's the luxury of only having
It's a
one
slow
child.
I got another
See,
question
that
for
is-
y'all.
Because
I
if
got
I
another
had
question
2
for y'all.
children, if I had 2 children, I bet my answers would be different.
Right. Right.
But I have 1 child, so
Right.
it's like, okay, baby, you got everything in the fucking world.
Right.
I'll
Let's take
sell
a
my
shot-
ass
let's
to
take a
get
shot
fuel
to
speakers.
segue.
Right.
Let's take a shot to segue out of the Take That podcast.
Dang that podcast. Y'all need to watch that. When is
Yeah.
this on? Pause. Oh,
Every
wow.
Saturday,
Yeah, like you bugging.
we launch a new episode on YouTube.
Okay.
And all streaming platforms.
All
that
streaming
you
platforms
listen
and podcasts. Follow our page, Thank That Podcast on Instagram.
So it's 5 pages y'all need to follow.
Yep.
It's Sunny Bruno, Loud Pack Ralph, Gio the Rican,
The
The
Joint
Joint
Chiefs.
Chiefs, and Thank That Podcast.
Oh my God,
Get
you
on
got
it.
that shit down,
Because they
motherfucking.
got contact for, they got
We also have a
content
studio.
for
Start
days.
that round of applause.
We also have a recording studio in the Bronx, Blue Note Studio X. You can follow
What
that
the fuck?
page as well.
6 pages.
Gio and I are audio engineers.
That's right,
So yeah, we have a recording studio for any artists or podcasters that need any recording or mixing done.
You heard?
Please follow the Blue Note Studio X.
You heard that, Leggy EP? Our next
Engineers in
album.
the
Our
building.
next album is in a studio.
So
There you go.
let me say this because another aspect of being an artist and being poppin' is bitches. You know these bitches and shit.
Y'all know my bitches?
He married, I'm married.
I'm married.
Loud Pack Ralph is single, ladies. Get on it.
Oh,
These are
I do a
popping.
raffle and get you a girl.
He's not exactly single, but I'm not married yet.
Oh.
I take that back, bitches. Calm the fuck down. Do not
Yo, wait,
anger.
pause.
Do not
Don't hit the
Pause.
man's
him
DMs.
up.
Don't flood
Somebody
the
is
man's DMs.
throwing it all the way
For him to say that,
back.
right?
Yeah.
They got the arch.
Somebody got the arch. Her face is
Shout
on
out
the
to
pillow.
her. Shout out to her.
Her face is on the
Shout
pillow
out,
and her
shout
ass
out.
is
Keep practicing with her.
You know what I'm saying?
But let me ask you this.
You gonna be a big dad in no
Being a
time.
poppin' artist, being someone on the internet who has all this buzz, all this feed, you guys are out. You guys are everywhere. Like, how is it? How? Because
I know your wife. You be getting them
That's
hoes
what I was
that be
gonna
hitting
say.
you
No,
up.
no, we know both their wives. We were
That's
blessed
a fact.
to
I
meet
know your wife
both
too.
their
Yes,
wives.
yes.
I know
And
your
they
wife
are
too.
actually great men. You can tell. Like if you're around them,
Nah,
you
yeah,
can tell.
absolutely.
How
All
is
jokes
that? Like,
aside.
how is that part of the
Well,
stardom? Like seriously, the fandom.
it's a 24-hour a day job trying to
You just
contain
be
all
in
of
this
this
right.
sexy.
You just be in the store for the back, right?
Trying to contain all this sexy
Oh
is
my
a
God, I can't
full-time
imagine.
job. I mean, Gio's got locks, I've got a beard, Ralphie's
You're
got
bald.
jewelry, you know,
Yes,
we're all
definitely three
charming.
different cupcakes, let me tell you.
Well, we're all
Not
6 years
cupcakes,
apart,
cupcakes
that's what it is.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Literally
I'm
6
sorry,
degrees of
literally
it's just
separation.
that I'm a
36, yeah.
baker.
Literally.
I'm a baker,
Just like
so I
36
know that
Mafia.
39,
cupcakes
he's
come in different
33,
flavors.
he's 27.
27.
Oh
Like,
wow.
I
Just
do
like
recognize,
Honestly,
we're
honestly,
recognizing.
that dynamic works to our benefit because we get to cover more ground as
It's
far
covered
as
three
fans.
areas.
As far as fans go, we get to cover 3
That's
hours.
very true.
Because
That's
I
very true.
Sonny gets
gravitate.
to educate me on some like older shit. I educate him on some shit that maybe he was kind of past that age to kind of check on, and then
I
then
both
Rob,
them niggas
Rob
questions.
keeps us young, like so
Yeah,
keep
because
it
we all
straight,
we
like,
all
Rob keeps us
basically
young.
we all serve our own styles. Like me being 39, I came from a different era. Gio
Right.
kind of serves that like mid 2000s come up age, and then Ralphie kind of placates to like the newer crowd.
That's why it works. That's why it
So-
works.
Listen, I'm bipolar, type schizophrenic. I have my personalities, and y'all fit for all of them.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
pleasure to meet
all
all
of
of you
them.
guys.
Every, you know what I'm saying? Every verse, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, Sonny is
All
a
my
clown.
people love them.
If y'all haven't been paying attention, Sonny is a clown. This bitch loud, but Sonny has been throwing some jokes.
He's been following up. He's been following up. He's been keeping up.
He's good.
He's
good.
fast.
I'll
He's
fuck with you,
fast.
Sonny.
He's
I'll fuck with
fast.
Appreciate
Let me
it.
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's because he's bald.
Right.
So his
So
head
nothing could go
gets
over.
more, yeah.
All right.
More
I'm
surface
not
area,
trying
more
to
surface area.
And the stars, and to the energies of the earth.
But just
You know
to
what I'm
kind
saying?
of
I feel like he's reading my brain right now, Dr. Xavier.
just to kind of put it out there.
Professor, excuse me, Professor.
Okay.
I do just want
Professors are doctors too.
I do just want to say, you know, doing this Joint Chief thing does take time and it takes effort, and you know, sometimes it takes away from our personal life, including our home life, our kids, our wives, and we couldn't ask for better
You guys
wives.
have amazing wives.
You know
They
this is
support
real
us
No,
right
through
you
all
really
this.
have. I've been blessed to meet them. They have really amazing, supportive wives. God bless.
Shouts to the wives
Kim
and Agnes.
and Agnes.
Check it out, right?
I had the pleasure of meeting Agnes. Agnes is funny.
Yeah,
She
no.
was
Wait,
out there
that's
checking
what I
out.
wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to
She
talk
was
about.
funny.
Talking
Wait.
about. Let's talk about it.
Wait.
Talking about,
But
right?
what I want to know real quick though, what is
Agnes.
next for the Joint
Agnes.
Chiefs?
You ain't gonna let me talk about Agnes.
Wait, we're gonna talk about Agnes. Wait, I want to know.
Just dropped the app.
Wait, real quick before you get to that. I gotta shout out the wifey Kim.
This is what I'm saying. Kim and Agnes. This is what we're talking about right now.
You know, like by trade, I'm an engineer, and my heart starts producing. I've been doing that the longest, and I feel like Kim, it's kind of light for her because she's witnessed the fruits of my labor. She's seen people stop me
She's really
in the
cool.
street. She's seen me like this. This is not a flex. This is just like
The real shit
like you know what I'm saying, like your work just kind of
pays off.
You know what it is? You gotta really know when someone's actually in your corner or they occupying the corner. Get it? There's a difference. There's a difference between somebody being in your
No,
corner
y'all got
and
whole, y'all
occupying
got
your
whole
corner.
corners. Like,
I
y'all
Yo,
got-
let me tell you something. Kim had me playing, what's the name of that game? With the thing that popped up and I thought I was doing it.
Perfection.
Yo, let me tell you something. She had a table. She was there. She was supporting him. She held the table down. I played perfection.
She pulled up for my birthday. She's a very good
Definitely
energy,
did.
very hype, very supportive to her husband, but also, let me tell you, can I make this statement?
No, yeah, she's
Like,
all individual.
she's a light on her own. You get? Like, I mean, I know
She's
she's Gio the Rican's wife, but she's a light on
Yeah,
her own. Like,
definitely.
she shines and
because she
she
doesn't smoke, so she kind of
But wait,
Right.
can I tell
I
you that
always-
real
I always make
recognized
the
got her
statement.
microdosing?
right. No, but
yeah.
and she redirects.
Wait,
her
you gotta,
attention.
you gotta
No, but
say
she
that.
always redirects her attention to you,
Absolutely.
which is amazing. Like that's real support.
No,
Like she really be on some like
shows,
her.
you know, she's, you know, I mean, because I met her when I was going to school for engineering. So she's really been at the journey since day one. And so it's like, it's kind of like, not that there's nothing new to her, but she's been through the journey, like, oh, this is what he went to school for, to like.
Okay, we're here for the wives.
That's
like,
not right. Wait. I'm not done.
We gonna talk about that, right? Because y'all wanna keep clapping, right? But Kim is the shit. She had me playing perfection.
Kim is the shit.
But
Nah,
Agnes is a real recognized. You heard?
You know why she?
Agnes,
Yeah,
no,
she had us crying. She is funny in her own right.
Yo, Agnes was like, listen, this is what's going on.
Hello.
This is
No,
what
she
happened,
really
and I'm letting you
took
fucking know.
took us
And
to
I
the
was like,
side.
you know
Like,
what, I'm your
so this
friend.
was happening.
It sounds like her.
This is what it is,
Definitely.
and this is what's going down.
Right.
That's Agnes. She had it all fucking wrapped up.
But what else is cute is that she seen us work in the room and she was like, yo, pull up.
She's like, come here.
Deadass.
Let me talk to you for a second.
Right. Like, let me talk to you for a second. We
And I was like,
oh.
dime, madrina.
Right. Dímelo cantando.
Háblame de ti.
Avísame.
I'm pulling up.
¿Qué tú quieres?
How can I help you?
Cuéntame.
That's one hard
Dime
white
de ti.
girl. That's a tough white girl. Shout out.
Nah, she's
And
the
you know
shit.
what's funny? Is that's what I thought in my head. Because you know we're from the hood.
Yeah. I said,
So,
yo, shit.
we be like,
white girl.
We be like, this is a real Rican white girl. You know, like,
Yeah,
we automatically
she
Ricanized her.
She's
She's real
a
Rican. Like,
I think she like
that bitch
Palmina
makes
and shit.
pastelillo. She makes pastelillo.
Yeah, she does, right?
I know she
makes
does.
pastelillo.
She cooks
She's,
pastelillo.
Does
She's
she
a-
put something
Does
on
she
that
or no? Does she or no?
Let's keep it a stack.
She can't cook the zero life. I do all the cooking.
She's
But you know what? She got
I
enough
would like
sofrito in
that.
her side.
She's
There you go.
But she
There you
eats
go.
it all. She
She
eats it all.
Definitely does.
It's
She's
either
a
you cook
snowflake
it or
with
you
raisin
eat it.
brains.
As a white girl,
No, but check it, Kim.
but why
Kim?
Kim down?
Cause
As a white girl, you
Kim
eat
is
it
down.
or you cook it.
I was about to start talking about Kim. Kim?
Kim is down.
Kim. She microdosing and we're recognized right now.
Yeah.
Kim is
You
a
heard?
whole vibe.
She
I
is
mean, Kim-
a super
I
vibe.
met Kim while going to audio engineering school, so she's seen the journey. She went from like, okay, this guy knows him, to wait, why do these girls know him? And look, they're the R&B singers that I record.
Yo,
So,
Kim,
like,
we
no,
got
it
you.
was, it was a full journey. Like, if we did like love and hip hop, it would be like the real story.
But wait, if you did love and hip hop, me and my man would be like,
I love it. I
She
love
said love and hip hop because
because we be like,
But you know
because
what's
it's
so-
not easy. It's not easy when I'm trying, like, well, you know, like the studio life paid the bills for 4 months straight, and now she got to pay for 6 after that. So,
what's
you
your name
know,
again?
shouts out to wifey.
Loud
Background.
Pepper.
Yo, shout
I'm
out to
trying to
Wifey.
get him to say it with
Kim
his
is
voice.
amazing.
AKA loud packet.
Cause it sounds different when he says it. Say it again.
Loudest
Loud
packet.
packet, bro.
Right?
Loud,
Right?
loud,
Doesn't he
loud,
have the
loud.
voice?
Right.
Say it again. Say it again.
So that's
Loud
actually, I
packet,
wanted to
loud.
say that. That's what I wanted to say. So I'm a big fan of voices, right? And for me, their music, the reason why it's so cohesive and is so popping is because each of them have a different, distinctive voice.
Definitely, absolutely.
It's not the same, it's not mundane, it's really different and distinct. Like, you know who's Gio, you know who's not Peck Ralph, and you know who's Sunny. And if you don't, you're an asshole, and get with it. And that's all
Here's
I
my
have to
question.
say about that.
Who told that bitch to take a cab?
You know what's funny since you said that?
Which one of y'all niggas told that bitch to take a cab?
It was not Peck Ralph.
I got an Uber
Say
account.
who's Ralph?
That's why we
Ralph?
wouldn't have paid for a
It's a
cab.
real recognized exclusive. It's a real recognized exclusive.
Ooh, you heard that?
This.
Real
Take a shot
recognized
to that.
exclusive.
Real
Take a shot
recognized
to the real
exclusive.
recognized exclusive. Let's go.
Ralph, get on it.
Shout out.
Right.
Now Peck Ralph.
2 things I'm gonna say. One, I wrote the hook.
So you told the bitch to take a cab?
Yeah, so I told him to take cab, but I needed Ralph to
You know what,
I needed
Kim?
Ralph
You
to tell
told
him
them
to
hoes
take
to
cab.
take a cab because they ain't got no view.
Number 2 though,
I knew it
My
was you.
voice
number
made it
2
work.
though, this is the irony. This is the irony.
It was his voice. It was Loud Pack Rock's
Yes.
voice.
My voice
Yeah,
made
yeah,
it work.
My lyrics
Yo,
are-
I was
Well,
singing your shit in the bar. Like,
Nah,
tell
but
that bitch to take a
He was
cab.
going crazy.
here's the thing though.
He was pointing at bitches.
Yeah, that I.
You
that I-
take
You
Yeah,
know
they-
it's wrong.
She
You
the
know
bitch
it's
that
wrong.
had
I'm
the
gonna be like that bitch right there.
Yo, Let me tell you
Nah,
something.
man,
You
it's
see
big
that
now.
meme on Instagram that be like, yo, there's two bitches in here that's talking shit right now. And the bitches be like, you know, it's us. That's us. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we was pointing at bitches talking about, yo, bitch, take a fucking cab.
That's the funny thing.
They ain't had no weed.
So
They
when
got
I
no
wrote
weed.
it,
They ain't had no weed.
when I wrote it, the
She goes
intentions
over
were
us.
saying, if she don't got a weed, tell us to leave, right?
Tell that bitch to take a cab.
Why is she here?
But I've been seeing a lot of people because at the time I would play them. I would play them certain songs to kind of, hey, what do you think about this one? And a lot of people thought when they said, well, yeah, 500 degrees is real inclusive, right? Because you tell them like, hey, if you don't got no weed, take a cab. Like
you get in the wrong message.
yeah. So they took the exact opposite.
Yeah,
Where I'm telling them, oh, she don't got no weed. Oh, tell her to come over. Like, no, I'm telling
we're
her.
saying if you don't
I'm
got
telling her
no
she's in front
weed,
of me, and she don't got no weed. I'm telling her to
Shut
take a cab.
up.
Yes,
They took it the wrong way.
that's the irony of it. Hey, so listen, hey, I'm not here to tell you what it is.
it's multi-interpretive. It's
Yeah.
multi-interpretive.
It's art.
Yeah, you can take it how you want. Take it how you want.
It's art.
Take it how
We-
you want.
We took it like, bitch, you ain't got no butt? Bye. Bye,
Exactly.
right?
I was like, bye, bitch.
Hello.
There you go.
That's the Bronx way to take it.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
The Bronx way to take it is like, you ain't got no weed, bitch, bye. Fuck you doing here?
I'm
Like,
calling you a deep
what are we
floor.
doing? Right.
I'm calling you a
Lift,
deep floor or
Uber.
ultra. No, ultra. You're not even getting no app shit. You're getting like deep floor or
Exactly.
semen or some shit.
Hello?
You know why? Wait. You wanna know why though? Is that because we will play our song Nah, right? We will play Nah, and then they will compare Nah
Now
to
with
that.
that shit.
Because now it's like, oh yeah, Nah, you say, yo, don't smoke with me.
Can I tell you
And
guys
then
something?
500 degrees feels more happy. They're like, oh yeah, so let's take a cab. Like,
Yo,
Yeah, we're
Let me
not
tell
saying,
you
oh no,
something.
just come take
you
care of
guys
it.
have to come on
saying-
another
saying-
We're saying,
episode.
bitch, beat it.
We don't have enough time for you guys.
need a part two.
Like, we can
Part two.
literally
To be
sit
continued.
here and conversate with you guys for another 3 fucking hours. But guess
Probably.
what? We have no more time. I've
I
never
wanna
had an episode where we didn't have any more time.
I want to know what
You never had
song.
the joint chiefs on.
Can you
Yeah,
please
but
play
that's
something on? Play something else for us.
Well, the
Off the
first
new
one.
album,
Wait.
please.
Wait.
Because I feel like we should play.
Do you want something for the streets or something for the week? Munchies.
I feel
like, yeah, it's
I feel like, can we be honest?
You know
Can
what,
we
they
keep it
got so
funky?
Let's keep it going.
Can we play
Yeah,
2 songs?
We gotta go.
Alright, let's do
Can we play
Can we play 2 songs?
We got
Alright,
space
so
to
let's
do.
Let's play Munchies and the Take a Cab. Cause
Yes, those are our 2 favorites.
500 degrees.
Yay, they made me happy.
No Uber,
Munchies
no
is 500 degrees.
So listen,
She on a weekend long
listen,
pack up, so they put
I
her
just
together,
want to
just-
say, listen, I want to say that we've been supporting the Joint Chiefs.
I
And
love
the
them.
Joint Chiefs have been supporting us for a long time, and we're very
Absolutely.
grateful that they
Since
pulled
we
up.
started.
We're very grateful that we got the opportunity to vibe
Yes.
with them, chill with them. Real
Absolutely.
Recognizes in the building. We got Sunny
Let's
Bruno.
take this last shout.
We got Loud Pipe Rob.
Shout.
We got
Shout
Joe
with the
Rican. And you already know Real is recognized, and we just have to
Last
get a
shot.
We
Last
appreciate
shot.
y'all.
We love
God
you guys.
bless.
Thank you so
Good
much.
night.
Thank you. Good night. Love and light.
Loud.
Yo, we gotta bring them.
Loud. That's what I want to be the message. That
Like,
loud.
literally, we've not had
You see me taking gas, like driving through the city. I just love the perfect gas. She got no weed, just to take a cab. Such a breeze, don't tell them what I'm tag. 500 degrees, you see me taking gas, like driving through the city. I just love the perfect gas. She got no weed, just to take a cab. Such a breeze, don't tell them what I'm tag.
I wanna feel the peace and belief of power.
Yo, can I say this?